Hello students, good time to all. I am Chandan Kumar Pradhan. Welcome to your YouTube channel Chandan Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss Fourier series and determination of Fourier coefficients. Let's begin. Fourier, a French mathematician, developed the theory of heat conduction using Fourier series, which is an infinite series representation of periodic function in terms of trigonometric sine and cosine functions. These series are of vital importance in areas of mathematical physics and also in engineering. So, what is that of Fourier series? If f of x is a periodic function of period, let it be 2 pi, that is periodic function of period 2 pi defined in a particular interval, let that interval be p to p plus 2 pi, that is the closed interval. Since it is the period of 2 pi, we introduce p plus 2 pi, and the sum of a trigonometric series represented by we write that is the function f of x a naught by 2 plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. This is called the Fourier series. And the coefficients as a naught, a n, b n, these are known as the Fourier coefficients. Such that the values of Fourier coefficients a naught is equal to 1 by pi integration of f of x dx from that of limit p to p plus 2 pi, and another Fourier coefficient, that is a n, is equal to 1 by pi integration f of x cos nx dx from p to p plus 2 pi, and another Fourier coefficient bn is equal to 1 by pi integration of f of x sin nx dx from p to p plus 2 pi. This is the Fourier series, that is a function which is periodic of 2 pi in that of interval p to p plus 2 pi, that is the closed interval, then the sum of that of trigonometry series is represented as a naught by 2 a n cos n x summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin n x, that is summation from n from 1 to infinity, and a naught a n b n are known as the Fourier coefficients, and what its values, a naught a n b n, that is 1 by pi is same in all these terms, and here that is f of x dx, here f of x cos n x, here f of x sin n x, and limit as we discussed, that is from that of range p to p plus 2 pi, that is all these cases the limits are same. Now our aim is to how to determine the Fourier coefficients. Let's start how we found this, how this and that. Let us determine the Fourier coefficients one by one. Determination of Fourier coefficients. We have that function f of x, that is a naught by 2 plus summation over n from 1 to infinity a n cos n x plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin n x. That is the Fourier series, and these are the Fourier coefficients. To determine the coefficients of a naught, to determine the coefficients of a naught, the coefficient a naught, not the coefficient of, that is the coefficient a naught. We have to integrate the above equation with respect to x from the limit, that is p to p plus 2 pi, p plus 2 pi, we integrate, that is integration of that of function f of x with respect to x, f of x dx from limit p to p plus 2 pi is equal to a naught by 2 integration of dx, that is p to p plus 2 pi plus that term. In these two terms you have to take common of summation over n from 1 to infinity, or first we write, that is summation n 1 to infinity a n cos n x from limit p to p plus 2 pi plus integration over summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin n x limit p to p plus 2 pi. Now we integrate that above equation from the limit p to p plus 2 pi with respect to x. this is the equation, which implies that is integration f of x dx p to p plus 2 pi is equal to a naught by 2 integration of dx, that is x, limit p to p plus 2 pi plus taking this summation to common, summation from n is equal to 1 to infinity. Now this two integral like that of a n as constant to that of outside, that is integration over p to p plus 2 pi cos n x, sorry, here we introduce dx as you take integrate with respect to x, cos n x dx plus bn constant to that of outside p to p plus 2 pi sin n x dx. Okay. Here look here, the integration of cos n x dx from the limit p to 2 pi is 0 and the integration of sin n x dx from limit p to p plus 2 pi is also 0. How these two terms are 0? Let us take a look here, that is integration over cos n x dx from the limit p to p plus 2 pi, that is integration of cos n x, that is sin n x divided by n from p to p plus 2 pi, that is when we implement upper limit minus lower limit p plus 2 pi, that is sin is the periodic function of 2 pi and the value of 2 pi is sin 2 pi is 0, that is why that integral is 0, provided that if n not equal to 0. And also the another integral as integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin n x dx, that is minus cos n x by n from the limit p to p plus 2 pi, again same condition, value will be 0 if n not equal to 0. Here these two integrals are 0. How these are 0? We have taken a look, only that term exists. Therefore, we can write that is f of x dx from p to p plus 2 pi a naught by 2, that is 2 pi, taking upper limit minus lower limit, that is p plus 2 pi minus pi, only 2 pi exists, pi cancel out, that is a naught pi. Therefore, the value of a naught will be how much? 1 by pi integration over f of x dx taking the limit p to p plus 2 pi. This is one of a Fourier coefficients. Let equation number 2. A naught is equal to 1 by pi f of x dx from p to 2 pi. Here is that of Fourier coefficients. Now another two Fourier coefficients can be evaluated. Now to determine a naught, therefore we have to multiply to determine a n, that is the second Fourier coefficient, we multiply the equation 1 on both sides by cos mx and integrate from the limit as x from 0 to x, sorry, that is from p, not 0, that is from p to p plus 2 pi. Now we have to evaluate an, that's why we multiply, since it is cos nx, we multiply cos mx on both sides of that of equation 1. That equation changes to what we have, that is integration over p to p plus 2 pi f of x cos mx dx a naught by 2 integration from p to p plus 2 pi cos mx dx plus integration from p to p plus 2 pi summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos mx cos nx dx plus integration from p to p plus 2 pi summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx cos mx dx. Now we find three integrals 1, 2 and 3. We have to solve these three integrals. Here first integral cos mx dx, but integration over p to p plus 2 pi cos mx dx is equal to 0 when m is equal to n is 0. If m is equal to n, let us take an equation number, let that equation is equation number 3, that is 4. Now this integral, but integration over p to p plus 2 pi cos mx cos nx, this is constant, that is cos mx into cos nx dx. How to solve that integral? We have to take the formula of cos a plus b plus cos of a minus b formula. Then we use, that is half integration over p to p plus 2 pi cos m plus nx plus cos m minus nx dx, that is cos a plus b plus cos of a minus b, that is the value of 2 of cos A cos B. That's why we introduce half here. Half this integral will be integration of cos this at the sin m plus n x divided by m plus n plus sin m minus n x divided by m minus l, and the limit from p to p plus 2 pi. Using the concept of upper limit minus lower limit, we have half, that is upper limit, sin m plus n p plus 2 pi by m plus n plus sin m minus n p plus 2 pi by m minus n minus lower limit sin m plus n p divided by m plus n minus sin m minus n p divided by m minus n. Take a look here. When m is not equal to n, that's why this is p plus 2 pi. Since sin is a periodic function of 2 pi, that value is same as that of that value. Plus minus cancel out, again this term cancel to that term, all these 4 are cancelled. That's why the result is 0, provided the condition if m is not equal to n. Then what happen if m is equal to n? What happen when m is equal to n? Same integral, we write if m is equal to n, then that integral changes to integration over p to p plus 2 pi cos nx cos mx into cos nx. Here the value will be how much? P to p plus 2 pi, that is cos square nx dx. Here is the dx. Cos square nx, that is half 1 plus cos 2nx, that is cos theta, cos square theta, that is 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2 dx, limit from p to p plus 2 pi. That is half to that of outside, then in the 1 dx, that is x plus cos 2nx, that is 1 by 2n sin 2nx p to p plus 2 pi. Your half using upper limit minus lower limit here, that is p plus 2 pi plus 1 by 2n sin 2n p plus 2 pi again minus lower limit, that is p minus 1 by 2n sin 2n p sin 2n p. Here same since sine is the periodic function of 2 pi, that value is same as that value. These two terms are cancelled with each other, plus minus, plus p minus p again cancelled out, half 2 pi, that is only pi exists, the result is pi when m is equal to n. Therefore, that particular integral is 0 when m is not equal to n, but when m is equal to n, that integral value will be pi. This is second integral. Now, what should be the value of third integral? Similar procedure we have to adopt. Also, that is integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin nx cos mx dx. Formula, that is half integration from p to p plus 2 pi, that is sin m plus nx plus sin m, sorry, that is n minus m x dx, sin of a plus b, sin of plus of sin of b minus a, that is sin a cos b. Here integration of sin x dx, that is minus of cos x minus half as common, that is cos m plus nx divided by m plus n plus cos n minus mx divided by n minus m from that of limit p to p plus 2 pi. Here when we implement upper limit minus lower limit, that is why the values will be 0, 0. Condition if m not equal to n. But if m is equal to n, then that integral change to integration of p to p plus 2 pi sin nx cos mx dx will be, that is half integration of p to p plus 2 pi sin 2 nx dx, that is sin nx cos nx dx, sin a cos a, that is 2 sin a, sin 2a, that is 2 sin a into cos a. Therefore, we implement half here to get sin nx cos nx, that is half integration of sin, that is minus cos 2nx divided by 2n limit p to p plus 2 pi. Here the value is again 0 when m is equal to n. Look here, that is the equation. Here this integral will be 0 when m is equal to n, that integral value 0 when m is equal to n, that integral value here is 0 when m is not equal to n, sorry, when m is not equal to n, only exist when m is equal to n. And last integral, that is 0 when m is not equal to n, and also 0 when m is equal to n. Therefore only this term exists. Therefore that equation can be written as therefore integration over p to p plus 2 pi f of x cos mx dx as we choose m is equal to n, therefore that is cos nx dx. Okay, cos nx dx we have to here, that is 0 pi exists, that is when m is equal to n. We only implement the conditions for that of m is equal to n. Here m is equal to n, that integral is 0 is equal to a naught by 2 into 0, that integral, plus here that total integral, that is cos mx cos nx will be exist when, that is pi, when m is equal to n, that is how much the coefficient, that is an, that is an into pi, plus final integral, that also 0 when m is not equal to n and also m is equal to n. We evaluate the conditions when m is equal to n, therefore that is bn into 0. That's why we write an is equal to 1 by pi integration over p to p plus 2 pi f of x cos nx dx, that is the Fourier coefficient. Take as equation number 5. Here we evaluate an is equal to this much. Now we have to find last coefficient, that is bn. To evaluate bn, again we multiply sin mx on both sides of that of equation 1 and integrating from limit p to p plus 2 pi, right. Similarly to evaluate the coefficients bn, we multiply equation 1 by equation 1 by sin mx on both sides and integrate with respect to x from the proper limits, we get, that is integration from p to p plus 2 pi of f of x sin mx dx is equal to a naught by 2 integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin mx dx plus integration from p to p plus 2 pi summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity a n sin mx cos nx dx plus integration from p to 2 pi p plus 2 pi summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin mx sin nx dx. Let us take an equation number 6. Here also three integrals, integral 1, integral 2 and integral 3. We have to implement same procedure in the conditions like m is equal to n, what should be the value? When m not equal to n, what should be the values of these integrals? But this integral, integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin mx dx, that is what? Minus cos mx divided by m from p to p plus 2 pi, that value will be how much? 0. Then integral 2, that is integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin mx cos nx dx is 0, provided the condition if m is not equal to n, as we previously proved in the similar case. That value exists when m is equal to n. Exist or not exist, now you have to find. But for m is equal to n, that integral changes to integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin mx cos nx dx will be half integration over p to p plus 2 pi sin 2 nx dx, that is sin 2 theta, that is 2 sin a into cos a. That value is 0 from that of given limit. Therefore, the integral 2, second integral, also 0 in both the conditions when m is equal to n and again when m not equal to n. Final integral exists. What should be the value of that of final integral? Now that is integration from p to p plus 2 pi sin mx sin nx dx is equal to half integration from p to p plus 2 pi cos m minus n x minus cos m plus n x dx, that is cos a minus b minus of cos a plus b, that is the formula of sin a sin b, is equal to half integration of cos x, that is sin x sin m minus n x divided by m minus n minus sin m plus n x divided by m plus n, limit from p to p plus 2 pi. Similar procedure when we implement the upper limit and lower limit and evaluate that term, that result will be 0, condition if m not equal to n. When m is equal to n, but for m is equal to n, that integral changes to integration over p plus 2 pi sin mx sin nx dx changes to half integration over p to p plus 2 pi, that is sin square nx dx, half sin square nx dx, that is 1 minus cos 2 nx, sorry, that is not a half, that is sin square nx dx. We change sin square theta, that is 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2, that is half from p to p plus 2 pi 1 minus cos 2 nx dx. Here that is half dx from the limit p to, that is we write half cos 2 nx value will be 0, only exist x from p to p plus 2 pi, that is 2 pi, 2 to cancel out, that result will be pi. For condition when m is equal to n. Now we can easily found three integrals, that value 0, that value 0, only that value exists for that of condition m is equal to n. Now we evaluate the entire integration to that of condition m is equal to n. Therefore, that equation can be written as integration from p to p plus 2 pi f of x when m is equal to n, that is sin nx, m is equal to n, that is sin nx dx is equal to first integral 0, that is a naught by 2 into 0 plus second integral, that is a naught a n into also 0, that is a n into 0 plus final integral b n, we have the value pi, here pi, these two terms 0, only that exists. Therefore, the coefficient b n is equal to that is 1 by pi integration over p to p plus 2 pi f of x sin nx dx. Let us take equation number 7. That is why we easily derive the all Fourier coefficients, that is the Fourier series, and these are the Fourier coefficients. How to evaluate? First we evaluate a naught, then we evaluate a n by taking simple mathematical procedure. Derive a n, similarly proceeding in the same way, and found the last Fourier coefficient, that is the value of bn. Now we take a look towards a problem that is related to Fourier transformations. The question is, find the Fourier series of the given function f of x is equal to x in 0 to 2 pi, that is open bracket. Our aim is to find the Fourier series of that of a given function. How to solve this type of question? We have f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin nx. But here f of x is equal to x, therefore we write x is equal to a naught by 2 summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos nx plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin nx. Our aim is to find out the Fourier coefficient like a naught, a n and b n, but we know a naught is equal to 1 by pi integration from, here the range is 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi is the limit, f of x dx, simple integration 1 by pi integration from 0 to 2 pi f of x, that is x dx, integration of x 1 by pi, that is x square by 2 from 0 to 2 pi, that is 1 by pi, that is 2 pi square divided by 2, that is 2 pi. Here a naught is equal to 2 pi. This is first Fourier coefficient. Again we have to derive an. Also we write an is equal to 1 by pi integration over 0 to 2 pi f of x cos nx dx. Here 1 by pi integration over 0 to 2 pi x cos nx dx. Here two terms are multiplied, that is x and cos nx. This one is algebraic function and that one is trigonometric function. We implement the formula regarding integration by parts formula. Here we take Italy as the formula and trigonometric function as first function and algebraic function as second. That's why we introduce here. Take a look. If u v dx is the two terms, then if we treat u as the first, v is the second, then integration of first u dx, second as constant, minus integration, that is integration of first derivative of second, that is dv by dx of integration. This is the formula for that of by parts method. Here we use the by parts rule formula. 1 by pi, that is x integration from 0 to 2 pi cos nx dx minus integration from 0 to 2 pi derivative of x integration of cos nx dx is equal to 1 by pi, here x integration of cos nx, that is sin nx divided by n. Here we use limit from 0 to 2 pi minus derivative of x is equal to 1, that is 0 to 2 pi, and integration of cos nx, that is sin nx divided by n dx. That is 1 by pi, here x sin nx divided by n from that of limit 0 to 2 pi minus 1 by n integration of sin nx, that is minus cos nx divided by n. We use 0 to 2 pi, that is 1 by pi, here that is 2 pi sin 2n pi divided by n minus 0. We take the lower limit, minus minus plus 1 by n square, that is cos nx from that of limit 0 to 2 pi, that is 1 by n, the value will be cos 2n pi divided by n square minus 1 by n square. Here it is 1 by pi, 1 by pi, sorry, pi cancel out, that is n, that is n. Here we have we use cos n pi 0, that is n square minus n square, that value is 0. Therefore a n the coefficient is 0, the coefficient of an is 0. Final coefficient, that is coefficient of bn. Similarly bn is equal to 1 by pi integration from 0 to 2 pi f of x sin nx dx, that is 1 by pi integration from 0 to 2 pi, that is x sin nx dx is equal to 1 by pi. Again we use rule of by parts, that is x integration from 0 to 2 pi sin nx dx minus 0 to 2 pi derivative of x integration of sin nx dx is equal to 1 by pi. Here x cos nx divided by n, and we use the limit 0 to 2 pi minus, that is integration from 0 to 2 pi cos nx by n dx is equal to 1 by pi, that is 1 by n minus 2 pi cos 2n pi plus 0 here, upper limit minus lower limit, plus 1 by n square. Integrating that of cos nx, we have sin 2n pi minus 0, that is 1 by pi minus 2 pi cos 2n pi divided by n here. Since sin 2n pi is 0, that's why only exists minus 2 by n here. That is the value of what? That is bn. Thus put the coefficients of an, bn and an, a naught in that of equation of that of given function. Therefore x is equal to 2 pi by 2, since a naught is equal to 2 pi by 2 plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity. In place of a naught, the value will be an, the value will be 0 into cos nx plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity. In place of bn, we implement minus 2 by n sin nx here, that is pi plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 2 by n sin nx. We expand that series, that is pi minus, first put n is equal to 1, the value is 2 sin x, then n is equal to 2 to cancel out, that is minus sin 2x, n is equal to 3 minus 2 by 3 sin 3x, proceeding in this way. Taking minus 2 as common, that is sin x plus half sin 2x plus 1 by 3 sin 3x plus dot dot dot, that is x is equal to. This is the Fourier expansion of that of given function x in the range 0 to 2 pi. That is the given question, Fourier transformation, that we proceed like this: evaluate a naught, evaluate a n, and evaluate bn, and putting all these in that of equation, finally we found the value of x in terms of Fourier series. So with this useful and informative notes, let me wind up this session. Thank you.